Howdy, howdy, howdy. So today, Bryson from Idaho gave us a challenge today. This is Jackson Storm from Cars 3, Disney Cars 3. And it's gonna be a little tough. But what I'm gonna recommend, you're gonna pause in a second. If you have a thin Sharpie, you're gonna wanna use a thin Sharpie today and a thick one. And then also, if you have something that you can make a circle for, just for the tires, this is gonna make your life a lot easier. So I'd go press pause and come right back. Okay, should be back. It could be something circular. You can find something in your house, I don't know. So I am going to first start off with the tire. And I am gonna go around the outside of my circle right here. Okay, I'm gonna put that away for now. So this is right there, that circle. And inside of that circle, this one you're gonna have to do by hand unless you have multiple things you can do circles with. We've got another circle. This is the tire. See, look, it's hard to do a perfect circle. Usually I have to go around like 500 times just to make sure I want it just perfect. Okay, so that's the second circle, and then inside that, there is another circle. Oh yeah, ours started off challenging. We have only just begun. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3 circles, and inside there, we are gonna make a circle, but it's gonna be off to the side because we're only seeing a portion of it and a little circle inside. Okay, now we're gonna put the decorations in that rim. So we're gonna do a line towards it. It's gonna be making like a triangle. So we're gonna do it again. Line, and then a triangle. A line, triangle, and then we can get kind of like a little baby triangle in there. There we go. Whew. Okay, we got one tire done. Now we're gonna do the rim that's around it. So we're gonna go around it. It's not gonna go perfectly around it, but you can do a pretty good job here. Try to smooth that baby out. So this is the rim around where the car shape is. And then you want it to look three-dimensional. So we're gonna make it go in like this, and we're gonna make the tires go in. So it looks like the tires are around it, okay? So we do have a tire. So now what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna do lightly, just so we can get the idea of where the shape of the car is. So right here, we're gonna make a line like this. Then you're gonna do a parallel line up here, okay? About parallel. Okay, do you guys see that parallel line? So we're like, oh, okay. This is the side of the car, so at least we got that started there. Now, we're gonna try to find the back of the rim. So you're gonna wanna leave some space in there. So I would say, how many tires? 1, 2, like almost 2 tires. Space, and then we are gonna draw the other tire back here. This is only gonna be half a tire, so I only want you guys to draw half a tire. So then you're just gonna stop. We don't wanna draw the whole thing because it's behind the car. Okay, so we have the half the tire. Now we can draw the shape of the rim around the car. The wheel well. Okay, let's draw that puppy in there. I told you, it's gonna be a challenging one. Okay, so you have that in there. Just like we did over here, we're gonna do the same thing over here. So we did a circle. There's gonna be 1. Do another one, another circle. Okay. And then inside of there, you're only gonna see half of the inside area. And we're gonna do the triangles here too. So we're gonna do, it's like a triangle, a little bit of a triangle. This one's going triangle like that, okay? So now we have the triangle. So we have the front wheel, the back wheel. Now we want to make off the back rim. and the back of the car. So it's gonna be go out and then go in. So we're like, got it. Oh, and this wheel, we want to go there. So we can erase just this back part right here. We don't need that anymore, okay? See if we can get the tire back. That was helpful, but it's gonna go. Okay, so we got that back portion. Now along here, I'm gonna show you what we're doing down here, because it's not perfectly straight across. So on this wheel well, we're gonna make it go over that line a little bit and up. Do you guys see how I did that? Just a little bit over. Now this part can be straight, and then I'm gonna bring it out a little bit. So the line's right here, and we brought it out. Okay, so that part is done, and we can erase in here because we are done with that line right there. And we're done with this line here, so that can go bye-bye. Now we're gonna do the front part here. So that's just where that line is. We're gonna use that again. Okay, bloop, bloop. Okay, right in this line, this is when we're gonna do this part. So it's gonna go out and then up. So it's gonna come out and then up. This is that front area right there, if you guys can see that. Okay, now we do have a line right here, which I guess is not perfectly lined up. Let me make it so it's just one line and not 5 lines. Okay, it's gonna have, do you see how it just has a lump right there? So we're gonna make it go above the line, and then it's gonna come back. So it's gonna be right there, above the line. Then you can make this the rest, oh, you know what? We're just gonna make this the rest of the way. Straight, all the way to the end. Okay, so I'm gonna clean this up in the back. Look at, we're coming along. And then we can erase right in there because we do not need that line anymore. Okay, we now have the beginning shape of our car. Woohoo! All right, next thing we're gonna do, so we're right above the wheel, right here, right above there. We're gonna start with the beginning of our first line this way. That is gonna be this line right here. And then it's gonna come down. Okay, so we have that. And inside there, we're gonna put the window. Okay, so we have a window. All right, we're gonna do the front of him, of Jackson. Now it's angling up, okay? So we want, and it's not perfectly straight because it is a front windshield. So it's curving up, and then you can make this part. And that's the other part. Now we have his eyes. So I'm just gonna put a line down here. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be putting the, like, I guess his eyelids. You're gonna go down and then go up and down and over, okay? So now we don't need that line anymore. And we're gonna put the eyes in there. So we have one eye, it's underneath, and then 2 eyes. Good job. And of course inside we have a shiny and a pupil. Do the same thing on this side, circly. And we have a shiny. Great job, look. It's coming along, this is exciting. Now along the top part, we want this to come along, and it's gonna go all the way down till it goes to the back end. Do you see that? And there's this, I think they're called like side spoilers. It's gonna do up a little bit and then down, okay? And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side, which I realized it didn't color. Oops. And then down. Okay, so he's got a little spoilers up there. Whew, it's coming along. Okay, right in that little crevice right there, this is gonna be his beginning of his back spoiler. So it's gonna be coming off. All right, and then we have the back of the spoiler. It's like a soft triangle. And we can do this on this side. little spoiler back there. Oh, wow, look, it's coming along. Okay, so now we need to do the front part. Right off of here, you're gonna make it come out and then have it curve down. And we're gonna make this side come all the way down here. There it goes, it's connected. And we are gonna connect this to here. It's coming along. And he has a smile right here, cutie. And he's got the bottom of it, so it's gonna come off right by the mouth, and then it's gonna come in. Okay? All right, now we're gonna do the front hood. So we are gonna make a line like this, and then we have to make the hood part. So it's gonna come out, you're gonna follow this, and then we want it to, it's gonna come down kind of like in a little triangle here. Well, right there, if it was a triangle. And then you're gonna bring it back in, and it's going behind the spoiler, and then in front of the spoiler, right here. We can erase this part right there. Okay, we are gonna put his front lights in right here. So the first part is just gonna go here, and then you're just gonna bring it down, okay? Then the next one, it comes out here and in. Okay, this part here and in. Okay, super job. Okay, so he has this big S for like storm. So it's gonna start on this side. You're gonna come along the bottom, that line, and then stop, and then do another line. And this one's gonna be wider. Do you see how I widen that up? All right, if you guys need to sketch this, you can. This is part of it. And then this part comes straight out, little curve on the end. And it's gonna come all the way back to the other side. Great job. And I figure out what it said right there. It is IGNTR, IGNTR, that's who sponsors him. So this is an I, then there is a G, N is just like this, T, and then an R. There you go. And this is just a bunch of like writing in there. And so I just made it look like a blue square because it's just too small writing. Okay, so now we're gonna put the 2.0. So it's going to be parallel lines, and then you're gonna go parallel lines, and then 2 more parallel lines in the middle. So that's sectioning them off. And then where the 2 is, we're gonna put a 2 like this. Make a little line here, 2.0. See that? I just ended up, I am going to just do this with pencil, or you can do a Sharpie. But if you do a Sharpie, you want to do it with your teeny Sharpie. And then I just put a couple of lines, little boxes here to represent all the writing that's on there. All right, what else do we have to do? I think we are good. So you guys are going to want to get the, sorry there, buddy, bringing you down, see where I can see. Oh, still can see me, good. Okay. So let's Sharpie. I'm using a baby Sharpie because the lines are just so small. And there's so much detail in this guy. But I do have some fun facts and a joke for the day. All right, we'll start with a joke. What part of the car is the laziest? The wheels, because they are always tired. Oh, there's a good one. Okay, here we go. This better be a good Sharpie. Come on, Sharpie. I usually use big Sharpies, but this one definitely called for a little Sharpie because the lines are so many lines. I don't know why it's so bumpy. I would say it's the pen, but it's probably the person that's using the pen, so that's me. Well, it happens. Let's see. Jackson Storm, that's this guy, is a piston cup racer. And he is Lightning McQueen's rival. Ooh. Now, you might think the guy is cocky, but you know what? He is confident. He's quite confident because he is so fast. So he's cocky, but he's also confident. He knows that he's fast because he's like the next generation of like speed. He knows it too. Yeah, he knows. Totally. I'm gonna color in those pupils. Okay, it's looking good. I will go around the whole outside, just the outside with my thicker Sharpie, but this inside, it's definitely is calling for a thin Sharpie. Just because there's so thin. And then we're gonna definitely want to erase our lines after this. It's looking good. Okay. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Okay, we're gonna learn some more stuff about this guy. Okay, so he is the front runner in the next generation of racers. He's the next top speed guy. And let's see, Jackson Storm. Oh, we already know about that. Okay, ooh. The animators drew over 43,000 sketches of cars during the visual development phase of filmmaking. That is a lot of drawings. This is one. They drew 43,000. At one point in my life, I thought, oh, it'd be so awesome to be a Disney artist. But I did other things in my life, other awesome, awesome, awesome things. So now I can just draw Disney stuff whenever I want. I don't know if I would get burnt out drawing thousands of the same thing over and over. Who knows? I like a little variety. Okay, it's coming along. There's a lot of lines in this puppy. I'm hoping that the circle trick was helpful. If I have a chance to be able to use something that's circle, if it's a circle thing, I use it because circles are so hard to get perfect. Ooh, got a little instrumental Disney, Little Mermaid. Oh, just kind of messed that one up. Here we go. That's okay. It's gonna look good in the end. Super job. All right, let's go do its little spoiler back here. And I guess I can Sharpie this. I'm gonna Sharpie this. The S. I didn't Sharpie the other one, but I think we can. I think Jackson Storm was an awesome name for a character. All right, we have the 2.0. You guys don't need to Sharpie it, but if you want to, I guess I am because I'm doing it. And we don't need to Sharpie in those things because we'll just use colored pencil. Let's go around the outside. In 1952, in a Walt Disney short, those little short films, there is a little short called Susie the Little Blue Coupe. This sparked the idea for cars decades later. So if you don't know what that is, go look it up. It's really cute. It's just a little short film. One of the first generations that the Walt Disney Studios did. I don't know if I told you this fun fact. When Disneyland first opened, back in what, the 50s, my mom was in the opening day parade. Yes, she was one of the dancers. Pretty cool, huh? Oh yeah. So, okay, so that's done. Let's get erasing. So you want to erase everything but right in there. Oops, you don't want to do that. Oh, I just wrinkled my paper. Oh, don't you guys hate when that happens? So what I usually have to do is hold on tight while you erase, because you don't want your paper wrinkled like I did, because I wrinkled it. Sorry, Bryson. Okay. Ooh, I like that sound. That's cool. All right, let's go. Sharpie outline. My black Sharpie. Okay, the first Cars movie was in 2006. It was a hit. Especially for the boys. They all love their cars. I'm more of a princess kind of girl, but that's okay. Okay, going around the outside. Almost done. This is just gonna make it look finished. If you want to give it a shadow, you can. That might look really cool. But I'm not gonna do that right now because that'll just take even more time. Oops, a little too much there, but that's okay. If you make some of your outline a little thicker, it's okay. It gives it character. All right. So let's do the eyes first. So I just used, this is light blue. And as I usually do, remember with the eyes, go darker at the top, and then it's gonna go lighter. And then I do one very thin rim of color around the outside, and then almost like nothing's in there. Do the same thing on this side. Light, go a little rim around. And then I'm gonna take this dark blue and just put it extra dark in the top part. Excelente. Let's do all the other blues. So this part is blue. And there's a little touch of blue in here. This is blue. This is blue, blue. This little square is blue. And inside of here, the inside is blue. I put the outside, I didn't have the exact color that they had. So I'm ending up going to be using for the outside of that S, it's a aqua green. But inside is the blue. Hope you guys are doing good. Let's see. Oh, this is the best fun fact. Okay, Luigi's license plate reads 445-108. So you're like, well, yeah, what does that mean? It is the latitude and longitude for the Ferrari factory in Modena, Italy. Oh, that's so cool. Luigi. So that makes the license plate even that much more significant. If you don't know what latitude and longitude is, so if you had to put in latitude and longitude of like the world, it kind of like tells you where in the world something is by location. Pretty cool, huh? So I didn't color the whole thing in, so it looked like it kind of was streaks. And the same thing up here. I'm doing it darker here, and then as I'm coming in here, I'm just gonna put in some like, so it kind of looks kind of like a windshield. I'm just gonna make that lighter. Okay, there we go. And now let's take that, I told you the aqua green. Let's go around the outside of that S, as close as we can get, but it'll look good. Just go around the whole outside with it. Okay, also these letterings are gonna be the I, G, and TR, because that's the sponsor. Okay, we're done with all that. There's only one pop of color up here, and it has just a little bit of magenta. That's it. All right, the rest is going to be black in just different tones. So where we're gonna put the darkest blacks are in the wheel well. So you wanna make that as dark as you possibly can. You know what? Let's Sharpie it. Let's see what that looks like. We're gonna Sharpie inside there. Why not? Let's do it. Making it extra dark. Okay, let's do the same thing over here, making it extra dark in there. Okay, perfect. I might even with my Sharpie, just to, you can see where that wheel well is. Draw it in a little darker. Okay, all right, so now we can color in. Let's color in our wheels first. So on this part, I color hard around this line, and I'm gonna go out and then get softer as I go. This is that outer tire. So it's gonna be hard and then come out lighter, hard, lighter. And these are gonna be light in here, very light, the little triangles. And this is going to be harder in there. And then this I'm going to do lightly with a little bit of darker inside. And this one I'm going to do light. Light, light. Okay, great job. Let's do this wheel. So remember, these things are light, the triangles. This is light in here. Actually, you know what? Let's just color the whole thing light, because it's, and then we'll just go on and put the dark. This will make everything easier. Okay, so now this is going to be darker in here. Okay, and this is the outer wheel, so it's going to be dark along this edge and then get lighter. Great job. And a little darker in here. See, it's hard with this guy because he's all one color. He's pretty much all black, so it's kind of hard to do darks and lights, but we're doing our best. Okay, so let's come in here. This is going to be dark on this side, and as you come across, it's going to be dark till you get to that corner, and you can make it a little lighter over there. Super job. Let's do its little spoiler back here. The ends are going to be dark. And this right here is going to be dark in there, and the rest you can do medium. All right, so now let's do inside here is going to be medium dark. Actually, I think I made that darker on here, so I might go in a little darker. I ended up not coloring that. If you want to color that in, you can. Okay, we're going to do the top of the car, and it's very light right here. It's almost white. And this part, this side, is darker. And along here it can be light. We'll do light right here, a little darker right here. And the hood is pretty light. It's dark over in this corner, but then it's gonna get lighter. Okay. Okay, this part right along here, we're gonna do this a little harder. So if it was different colors, it'd be a lot easier, but since it's all one color, we're just gonna do with our best. Okay, this part we're making light. And the very bottom part down here is dark. All right, we're gonna do our dark along here. And we'll end up going lighter, but. And then right around the wheel well, I made it lighter. I forgot to do it over there, but it's almost like it's not there. Super job. If you want it darker in here, you can. Wow, I think this is gonna be like the longest video ever. Okay, kind of lightly in there. I'll do dark right inside that S. All right, I think that's pretty good for today. If you want to keep coloring, you can. Hope you guys have a revvin' awesome day.